Sentinel Prime is a legendary warrior, thought lost long ago. The strength of his will and the power of his sword are spoken of in reverent whispers by Autobot and Decepticon alike. Now that he has returned, the final defeat of Megatron and the Decepticons is assured.
Yeah, boss, everybody's me, Jess. I'm back again for another review. This time we're looking at from Dark of the Moon toy line, day 3 of the Dark of the Moon week. We have here leader class Sentinel Prime. As you can see here, his alt mode is a fire truck. Well, whatever you call it, it looks freaking cool. I mean, if you just go right across, you see all the nice painted detail on him. Got this whole symmetry thing. Everything looks the same on both sides. Got, as you can see, translucent windshield, and you can see the robot head. There's no getting around that. These long side mirrors, they are a rubbery plastic, so they can be bendable. See, here's the fire hose, and they can actually, it is articulated. Look at that, could go all the way back, forward. This also moves around, and wait, great rolling. Oh my god, he's gonna kill some. Now that he is a leader class figure, he's obviously gonna have lights and sounds. You see this gray button right here. If we press it, pretty cool. Let's have another feature, which is right here, his mech tech weapon. And if we just lift this up, fold these down like so. Now what you're going to do, you're going to plug these two tabs into these pegs here, and you are going to hear a sound effect. So, trying to do this without activating the mech tech weapon. Pretty neat. And of course, you can also combine this piece right here. Just open it like so. We take these two small little ports and we just connect them right like that. We press this button and yeah, this thing looks so silly. Very quick. If you will remove this, you get that is cool. Alright, let's take a look at him. And head sculpt wise, really nice. Has that he's been around way longer than probably any current Autobot or Decepticon. That really do like it. Like the horns, like the paint, everything about it just looks really cool. The chest area, a lot of things going on, but very cool. I just dig the look. It just looks really nice, nicely detailed, and yeah, it's just really nothing much to complain about. Then we look at the arm, very cool. Really do. I really like the shoulder pieces. Back part gives it more of a kind of like a cape or a cowl that's, you know, hanging on his arms. And again, the arms are nicely detailed, very bulky. And if you can see, the hands nicely sculpted. Just gonna take a look at the legs. Again, it's a very nice design. I really have no complaints about it. I mean, really like the feet. Really like everything about the legs are nice. Nicely painted, details, even the side. I mean, you can tell there's a lot of pieces that just fold together. Now, the only drawback that I have is that with the fact that the battery pack is basically in here, with all this other stuff, it does make him back heavy. Articulation for Sentinel Prime. His head can go left and right. The arms can turn all the way around. Nice ratchet joint. The arms can go in and out like that. Turn above the elbow. Then at the elbow, right, the wrists do spin, and the fingers articulate. Can move his hands, pretty neat. Now, since he does have electronics, obviously he's not going to have waist articulation. His legs do go forward and back, like so. Go out by that much. Turn above the knee. Bend at the knee. Not much, but you do get a bendage there. And the feet can be pivoted and can go forward a bit, not much back. Now, like I showed you earlier, this is his mech tech weapon, and it is his shield. You just open this up, place it in his hand, close it, there you go. Even though it is pretty secured in his hand, the shield does tend to wobble back and forth. But of course, if we press the button, we got mech tech action. And he really can't have a shield without his sword. You open this up, got all double blade action going. Open his hand, like so. Close it. Boom. He is ready to cut a brother up. And the last thing about this guy, electronics, again, you can still press the gray button on the back. There's the sirens. And you can also press this in, and what do you think he's gonna say? I think he's gonna say his name. Mm-hmm. What again? I couldn't hear you. What'd you say? Okay, jeez, I got it. You're Sentinel Prime. Jesus. freaking conceited bastard. So overall, Sentinel Prime here is a great figure. Vehicle mode is pretty cool. It's got some neat lights and sounds. Robot mode, really nice. Really do dig him. I mean, he does have some balancing issues with the heavy backpack, but you can work around that. The weapons are neat. The shield, even though it tends to flop around, get to a spot and just stay there, but if you move it around, it's just gonna go everywhere. But overall, I definitely recommend Sentinel Prime here. Definitely pick him up if you see him. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. I am Jay Asati with Leader Class Sentinel Prime, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for Day 4.